I can't wrap my head around it. I know that there are cultures where cousins are married to each other, okay? But there are 7 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
And the property that you all are marrying for is not that good. So why?
What about, let's not mess around with our cousin. Let's not hook up for fun with our
If
cousin.
you're gonna date your cousin, date to marry your
Yeah,
cousin.
date to marry your cousin.
First cousins is the pits.
Yeah. No.
Second cousins is disgusting.
Third cousin, we
Is
can
gross.
think about it. We can talk about it.
Fourth cousin is fine. I'm okay.
Fourth cousin is barely a
Exactly.
person in your life.
Exactly. Hi guys, welcome back to Moment of Silence Pod. I'm Sakshi Shivdasani.
I'm Naina Bhan.
And you guys have things to get off your chest. I'm too excited.
This is going to be a gossip session. You guys have been writing in till 5 a.m. in the morning. And I just want to know what's happening. Ria has read all the stories from our team.
Yeah, but we have no idea.
There's a bet.
What?
The bet is 2 of the stories belong to Ria and Natasha.
From our team.
And I bet that I know what it is. And Sakshi says she doesn't know.
Yeah.
So we have to figure who it is.
Yes. I'm down. Okay. Before we start, do you have any gossip you want to get off your chest that you can't tell anyone?
No.
Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. But you know what I have realized that I used to do this thing, a very unhealthy habit of reading Reddit right at bedtime, and then I would get very anxious because it would be about me.
Oh.
So I've stopped doing that. But I love to get some gossip before I go to sleep.
Yeah.
So now I've started watching videos on YouTube about like the love lives of different political figures or like people from history. So
Fuck up.
seriously, so I've been watching. Latest one was Adolf Hitler's love life. Okay.
Love to see it.
And Adolf Hitler loved to be called Wolf. Not daddy,
Yuck.
not baby, Wolf. And he dated women who were much younger than him. All
That's not the worst thing he did. I'll tell you that much right here.
he allegedly was really, really obsessed and into his niece,
Ew.
who died under mysterious circumstances. So
Still not the worst thing he did.
I know it's really up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's been really fun. That's my gossip. Any
I love
gossip
to see
from
it.
you?
Honestly, no. I've just been sleeping. I feel I've been watching. What do I watch to sleep? I watch. Why am I forgetting everything? It's damn boring. It's literally called Boring History to Sleep. So I'm asleep within the first 3 minutes of watching it. You ask me a character from history, no clue. I am asleep. And I've actually been enjoying not gossiping. But when I really need my fix, there's an Indian arranged marriage subreddit, and I'm obsessed with it. Like, just the entire how toxic it is or whatever, I really enjoy it. And I read 2-3 stories, I'm ready to go to sleep. But I do really like how many Indian stories are on Reddit now. Like,
Reddit is really doing a lot for
India.
the diaspora audience. I actually had to stop therapy because
Yeah.
I was like, I'm getting too healthy and too healed, and I've lost all my edges, and I have nothing to bitch about anymore.
Say, Nana and I go places and we leave and we do chugli on our way out.
I don't want to talk about it further.
Okay, let's not talk about it further. Let's talk about you guys' gossip. Okay, I'm 23F, working as a designer in Bangalore. Ria, this is my first job. I'm working here since a year. Since the last few months or so, I found my manager 51M kind of because he's been so caring and close to me. Yuck. I also definitely knew he's been into me ever since I joined. Anyway, fast forward to today. I've been sleeping with him for a month now. And it concerns me that it's not just physical, there's like proper romance, including lunch dates, physical, care, physical, cuddles, physical, and just emotional connection. There was also quite a bit of courtship involved before we actually got intimate. He also openly acknowledges and says, although we like to say this is casual and we're having fun, it's more than that for me. I have been spoiled. I have a life ahead. How will I ever normally love a guy in his 20s with one third the maturity and one fifth the salary? I just hope my manager's wife and kid don't find out and ruin it for us. This is the proudest side piece I have ever. I'm so sorry.
She's like, when is the merch coming out?
Bro.
She's really, really proud of herself. But good observation. You're gonna get. You're gonna be really fucked up later in your life.
Yeah. No, there's no way not to. Like, first of all, you knew he was into you when you signed up for the job. I want to know firstly how hot this manager is.
He's not hot.
Imagine going 51M to an interview and you know he's into you and you getting happy.
There is like fashion code for men in their 50s who are attractive. They all either wear Onitsuka Tiger sneakers,
North Face,
New Balance.
They've
all run half marathon.
They've all run half marathons or are training for Ironman.
Great dads, not great partners.
Not great partners.
But you fall in love with the fact that he's really there for his kid, you know?
His kid being the 23F.
My favorite My favorite part about like men who cheat in the workplace is that at their desk is a portrait of their family from a beach vacation.
Yes.
And they stare at it every day and they sext you on Slack. It's like,
Dude, I know a couple, like, they both got fired because they were sexting on Teams.
gadhe.
And not only sexting, they were like video sexting. How single am I that I've forgotten the term for virtual sex? Virtual
Video
sex.
sexting. That's how long I've been in a relationship. Can you imagine the guy from like the tech team who's just sitting there going through their sex tape?
Just some guy.
It's just a walk of shame, you returning your laptop, your mouse.
And he's just looking at you. Bro, you know Ricky Gervais saying like, now everyone knows my thing after his whole thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. I
What's
feel
his thing? I don't know his thing.
he likes watching girls masturbate or something.
Okay.
No, he wants to masturbate in front of women.
Oh.
Yeah.
I thought that was Harvey Weinstein's thing. It's everyone's thing in a
Yeah.
powerful job. Whatever. Anyway.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a thing.
It's a
I'll
thing.
tell you that
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to our 51M and 20. Why are we discussing Harvey Weinstein when we have something fucked up to discuss?
Grateful for this gift. Thank you so much. Yeah. What do you want to discuss?
I'm just shook it.
I like that she's self-aware. I'm really happy that you're self-aware. You know this relationship isn't going anywhere and you know that you're...
Self-aware. She's saying she's spoiled because she'll never find better.
Yeah, she will never find someone with a better salary in her age group. She said that.
No, but she also thinks she's been spoiled because he's mature and rich. What mature 50-year-old is dating a 23-year-old?
I'm like one of those like understanding older siblings.
No, I'm like, leave.
Yeah, leave.
Yeah.
Not the job.
Bro, sue the fuck out of him. You'll be as rich as him. Unless this is in India. Then you just enjoy. But do you think he's going to leave his wife and kid for you?
Absolutely not.
Yeah. Same. Moving on. So I live in a pretty orthodox state where things like this don't really happen often. But my super hot friend is all about exploring her sexuality, and I love that part about her. She's wild. One day she starts seeing this mysterious guy who pulls up in a Porsche, and we were 20 something, so this thing makes your face like, whoa, with a gun in the car, but okay.
Okay.
They start casually seeing each other. A little while later, we find out he's married. She confronts him and he's like, yeah, my wife knows. So they keep meeting. One day, during one of their encounters, the wife walks in. And instead of freaking out, she joins them. My friend and the wife even end up connecting, and apparently the wife is gorgeous. But here's the twist: the husband completely ignores his wife when they're done. He kisses only my friend goodbye, and the wife just stands there with the saddest look on her face. My friend felt terrible and never saw him again.
What the hell?
Imagine being left. This is why I would never do a threesome. What if they just like ignore me?
It's a very real possibility. But you know, this is not even like Indian gossip about cheating is just so sad.
Why?
This poor wife.
She was into it. Maybe he didn't say goodbye to her because they're going home together in the
Will
Porsche.
kiss her in the car.
Yeah, in the car. You know, kisses feel better in a Porsche.
Yeah, that's
I wouldn't
true.
know.
I wouldn't know either.
Yeah, me
You
and my rickshaw.
And when you become like somewhat little bit celebrity or successful, they're like Mile High Club. Never, never, could
No.
never be me. I find nothing sexy about flight turbulence, compression. Like my legs start cramping up. I find nothing sexy about going to like a bathroom on a plane
Yeah.
and professing my love.
Well, I don't think the people that are part of the Mile High Club are fucking on a commercial
That's
flight,
true.
sweetie. Ever on a private jets? We're so like like economy by if it's a middle seat and an aisle seat, then only it's possible. If the middle seat is empty, then we can put the thing up and then.
I just don't find anything sexy about travel.
I also don't find anything sexy about travel, and what I think is genuinely as soon as I get off a flight, I want to burn all my clothes.
Yeah.
It's just but
Dirty.
yeah, like we're both flying out immediately after this shoot actually, and I'm fucking stressed.
Why?
I hate flights, and I have a 1 hour layover in the middle of the night, and multiple times when I'm flying, I've just like I have 5 minutes, so I roll up my jacket and I lay down on the floor and sleep because I can't function without sleep. But I always consistently book red eyes because I can't. The only thing worse than being asleep on a flight is being awake on a flight.
So my hack, which I don't like say that anybody should do, is I just have like a bottle of red wine right at the beginning of
No.
the flight.
I'm going to
And
shit
then I
on that
sleep.
flight, and I would not wish a mid-flight poop on my worst enemy. Like, you know, I'm already stressed. I'm gonna pop an Imodium after this shoot. I'm not pooping on a flight. I will, you know, the flush doesn't have water. I'm not pooping on a flight. Like, I have like literally have tears in my eyes. Y'all don't understand the day I've had. I'm not. Please pray. I'm gonna get my period also on this fucking flight. Anyways, not the point. What was the story
I
about?
don't know. It was supposed to be light,
I'm
but it's
stressed.
just hectic.
I'm stressed. We were talking about the Porsche.
Yeah.
What's the point of a Porsche? You can't take road trips in India. Look at the bathroom situation.
One sec. Let's break this story down.
Okay.
She starts seeing this man. She knows that guy is married.
And he says the wife knows, so it's all good in the hood.
Yeah.
And then they're getting it on one time. And
Yeah.
the wife joins. Like, she sees them and she joins because it is truly all good in the hood.
Yeah.
But after they're done messing with each other, he kisses the friend goodbye, but he doesn't kiss the wife. He kind of ignores her and she just stands sadly. And she's gorgeous.
You know, I'm actually in that stage in my life where this kind of gossip doesn't bring me any joy. It just makes me infinitely sad because this fucking loveless marriage is staring at me in the
Fair.
face, you know, and I'm like, how do I even turn this around? Be like, ha, uska threesome, posh mein usne usko kiss kiya. I'm just like, yuck, poor woman.
I agree, and you know, I'll take it one step further, and I'm like, I don't get the point of threesomes.
I don't get the point of threesomes.
I only have that much.
Enter a conversation in a heterosexual relationship where we talk about threesomes. 9 times out of 10, the guy's like, "Ladki hai to theek hai."
Yeah.
I'm not opening this
Yeah.
imagination up for a guy.
But also, men typically don't come for me. Can't fucking handle one person in bed. And they're like, oh, threesome. I swear to God, if a man sees 2 naked women in front of him, he's gonna fucking freeze. He's gonna
That's
start
true.
doing the Tarak Mehta ka ulta. Because he
You know
doesn't
what
know
I
to
think
do.
it's gonna be? Was that good for you? 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 the whole conversation. And we're all just waiting there with our pants. We start zipping them back.
Yeah, it was great.
It was so nice. You're so big.
Stop it.
Isn't he so big?
He. Why do I think this is Ria's story? I don't know. I feel like Ria thinks she grew up in an orthodox place. I feel like
You think Ria's like in a threesome with some posh guy?
no, her friend is
Oh,
ex-
sorry.
No.
Could be.
And why can't my friend Ria be in a
She
threesome
can.
with a posh
She
guy?
can. She
Why
can.
is the posh guy the surprising part?
The surprising part is a threesome where Ria has to do less work. That's the surprising part.
Hey guys, can I help?
Guys, okay. I'm just gonna make the bed before we leave and make sure that everyone's been tipped. Just like
You guys go ahead. I'll join.
I bake tarts for this one. For context, every time Ria messes up or she thinks she has perceived
Yeah.
that she's messed up, she will bake you something.
Yeah.
And it will arrive
She
at
made
your
me a
house.
bookmark. Last time she thought she messed up. I never got it. So maybe if I say it, she'll give me 2 bookmarks.
The hack is you don't accept the apology.
You are evil.
Woo!
But I think this is Ria. I could be fully wrong. It's not Ria. Fuck.
Shit.
We just
We'll
roasted
send you
her.
a cake
Okay. Story. Moving on.
Yeah.
You want to read this one?
Sure.
I can read it.
Yeah.
My cousin and I used to play a game together in our childhood where we just lay and kiss each other.
This is Kanye West's submission.
We were not even 13, 14 back then. Babe, I thought we were not even like 8, 9 back then is different. Okay, we're 21 and 22 now. We don't talk about it ever. Haven't over all these years. We're really tight. We are both dating other people and are individually happy in our relationships. But sometimes I feel that there's a weird tension between me and my cousin.
No shit.
I'm very protective of him and always think of his relationship with his girlfriend and the coupley stuff they do. I don't like his girlfriend much. I tolerate her. Whenever me and the cousin are at sleepovers together and we have to share the bed, a lot of times we have been drunk enough to hold and cuddle each other to sleep and never talk about it in the morning or ever again.
I'm sorry.
So sorry. What?
I'm so sorry. Like, yeah. The thing is, my therapist, she opens up the room if I have to talk about something because, like, if you deny something that's happened, then, like, it creates the hype in your head.
Yeah.
So I don't want to deny your relationship with your cousin. Okay. But
You know,
it's
okay, if
Okay.
we're taking that route
Yeah.
of not denying her relationship with her cousin, sure. Like, I understand your prepubescent. I don't understand, but you're prepubescent. You're not, like, you'll hold hands or whatever y'all do. But why the fuck are y'all having sleepovers
Yeah,
at
yeah,
22 and sharing a bed voluntarily? When, like,
let's remove the fact that he's your cousin, okay? Let's treat him as somebody that your ex who you cannot date anymore because he's with someone else, right? So would you not keep a distance from your ex? You would. You shouldn't text your ex. You should ghost them. And if at family functions you have to see each other, just be in group scenarios. There's no need for you to share the bed.
There's
No
really
need.
no need.
You don't even need to bring him a paratha at breakfast. Like, you do your own thing. You know?
I don't think I can ignore the fact that they're cousins actually.
I'm trying.
You're being very generous
I'm trying.
about it. But
No, because like in some, obviously in some traditions, like people marry within the family, right? You'll marry your mama, you'll marry, like these things are there in matriarchal society.
yeah. No, so here's my thing, okay? What
Yeah.
the fuck?
Yeah.
Like-
I'm like, every time you come to back to here's my thing, and I'm like, what will you say?
I'll tell, yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like, I can't wrap my head around it. I know that there are cultures where cousins are married to each other, okay? But there are 7 billion people in the world.
Yeah.
And the property that you all are marrying for is not that good. So why?
What about, let's not mess around with our cousin. Let's not hook up for fun with our cousin.
If you're gonna date your cousin, date to marry your
yeah,
cousin.
date to marry your cousin. That's where I stand on it today.
Like if you're gonna date them, at least marry them.
Yeah. What do you guys think in the room? Yeah. Oh, like removed. Ooh, first cousins.
First cousins is the pits.
Yeah. No.
Second cousins is disgusting.
Third cousin, we
Is
can
gross.
think about it. We can talk about it.
Fourth cousin is fine. I'm okay. Fourth
cousin is barely a
exactly.
person in your life. So,
Exactly.
third cousin, you can bring all the family into the room and discuss that this is
Well, no.
what you're doing
Fourth
with your
cousin, you
relationship.
still share great grandparents.
Great is grand. It's just like,
His parents.
Yeah, that's fine.
Sharing grandparents is weird, right?
Great grandparents.
The
The minute you're calling them cousin nana or choti nani, it's fine.
No, man. It's not fine. You're telling me to marry Saya, is what you're telling me to marry.
I'm not
Saya
telling
is
you
my
to do
cousin.
anything. I'm just saying,
No, I'm saying,
don't casually hook up with your cousin. Is my
yeah, because it complicates Rakhi.
What about Bhai Dooj?
Complicated. Hamza makes content about POV, you're marrying your cousin.
Yeah, let's call Hamza on for the next time we discuss
Yeah.
this topic.
He seems to know what happens.
He seems to have done the research. And if not him, then Skibidi Yadav has definitely
Skibidi Yadav
figured it out.
definitely has. But I've told you before, some cousins in my family are married.
Yes.
We don't talk to them. I would like to clarify.
Yeah.
Moving on. Do you think this is Natasha or Ria?
I think it's Natasha.
She's like shaking her head damn hard.
It's her Delhi cousin. Hear me out. They don't meet that often.
You're sick.
Okay.
Okay. This one's definitely one of them. My wife cheated on me in early days of dating. She says she was still in the pool then. But this was after we had been dating for 3 weeks and exchanging I love yous. She told me this a month before the wedding. Still haunts me today. Is it cheating 3 weeks into dating?
No, it's not.
Is it cheating 3 years into dating?
No, it's not. Until there isn't a ring on your finger.
It's all
It's
fair
all
game.
fair game.
Okay, Priyanka Chopra. No,
I'm kidding. But 3 weeks into your relationship, unless like you've gotten down on one knee and been like you.
But they were saying I love you.
वो तो बोलते रहते हैं. I told my Uber driver today. Thank you for your service.
Yeah, even I told my Uber driver I love you. But okay, if you're exchanging I love yous 3 weeks into the relationship, that's also
Too much.
weird.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know,
It's a very Indian thing to really rev the like speed on your relationship. Like abroad, in foreign countries, they date for like 6 months, a year, then they say I love you. Here, second date, you've already planned your like
Wedding.
Sangeet outfit.
Yeah.
Like I've already sent Sakshi the playlist on Spotify for the solo dance performance, you know.
she's gonna dance on It's Rocking. She told me today.
We
for my wedding.
literally
Yeah.
today in the Uber, after we told the guy we love him, we played this song.
It's rocking. But no. I think, but why did she tell him?
Tell him. I guess she wanted to
week.
get it off his I guess she wanted to get it off her chest.
So she was guilty.
Yeah.
So
Of
it was
course.
cheating.
Yeah. So it's haunting him, na?
So it's doing the
So it's doing
intended
the
thing.
job,
Yeah.
na?
So what more can she do?
Yeah, exactly. She's doing her part, na?
Yeah, yeah. I तो think लड़कों को थोड़ा खौफ में रखना
I
चाहिए.
think you know how she said it. She's like, I did this. अब तू शादी करके दिखा.
अब तो कैंसिल कर. अब
अब
तो
क्या-
केटरर का पैसा भी दे दिया
नहीं
है.
दिया ना, फट्टू.
Are you crazy? If a guy had done this, I would die.
Let me tell you something. The guy
Let
would
me
have-
tell you
let me
something.
tell you something. The guy would have done it. It would not even have sat in his conscious brain that
True.
this had happened.
True.
It would not, in some past life, like some hypnotherapy when he was going to quit smoking, it would have come up. He's like, oh, that was cheating? I thought I was just being nice to her. So,
As a man, I don't like to reject women.
yeah. Bichari, she's put on that full makeup. She's tongued her hair and stuff.
No, I think she should just not have told him.
Why is everyone's gossip cheating? Can we
But-
address this?
But you know, that's what I'm saying. I think cheating is part of the ecosystem now, unfortunately, much to my sadness.
You think cheating was always part of the ecosystem, but we just didn't have ways to tell each other about it, like RAMAs on Instagram?
You know, cheating is, but my thing is like, if you're gonna, I've said this before also, but cheaters have become more comfortable cheating because it's gotten acceptable. I don't like that.
And if everyone's cheating, then is this gossip?
Yeah.
Why do we gossip about someone who's monogamous and very healthy and happy? In
You know,
their
he
relationship?
doesn't cheat on his wife at
That's
all. That's so fun. But I feel like finding products on your, one time I was with my ex and I had come home from a trip or something and there was some like scarf, okay? And I was like, whose is that? And he was like, I don't know. I literally the first time I'm seeing this. I was like, I've been gone for a fucking week. My dog is here. You're cheating on me with someone. And he's looking at me. He's like, it's probably yours. And I was like, I don't own that scarf. I don't own that scarf. It was the maid's. I created a scene. And then the next day, Didi comes and takes her scarf and goes home.
I had the opposite experience.
And no, there was also bindi on the mirror. I was like, why is there a bindi on this mirror? What the fuck? You think I'm stupid? You think I'm stupid? He was like, you think I've called a girl over and she's taken off a bindi and stuck it? You have no faith in me. And I was like, whatever. I don't want to discuss it. We fought all night. Poor guy had not done anything. I had fun. And that's what matters.
Here's what I have to say. That this is all fun and games. But me, in my mid-30s, after having just been abandoned by my therapist, it's really still fresh, that wound. All I want to say is that clearly everyone is miserable. Can
Yeah.
we please not gossip and actually help the people in our lives? Like, why is everyone gossiping about...
We specifically asked for gossip.
no, I know,
I think that's why they're gossiping.
No, I don't mean within this, like, I don't mean within us right now.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone that steps out has some kind of cheating story to share over, like a casual, like,
I actually don't know anyone that's cheating on their partners.
really.
Yeah.
But you know of like 1 degree separated?
No. I know, like, in my parents' generation, friends of friends, but that would be, like, in our generation, I don't know anyone that's cheating on their partners. That's why I find these stories very entertaining because they're not relatable to me.
I get like the lore from Delhi, where it's just like all over the
Cheater
place.
Central.
It's
Yeah.
swinger central, cheater central.
Yeah, I think that's why when I'm like joking about cheating, I'm like going all in, like, oh, why don't you cheat on them 5 times, 6 times, and you're getting traumatized.
Yeah, because you're like cheat on them 5 times, 6 times as a joke, and everybody like is getting super empowered.
Yeah, but I genuinely, like, don't know anyone that's cheating on their partner. And I just inherently think people are loyal. Like, you know,
I don't agree.
I know.
Yeah,
Which is why I'm going in from a very like, oh, the cheater, haha.
yeah.
Yeah. That's exactly what my brain sounds like. Well, you're gonna love this new story.
Tell me, is it about cheating?
No, it's about DJs.
Yeah.
Why do you think a DJ story could therefore be about with Natasha?
It's
Man.
actually a DJ story.
It is a
It's
DJ
Natasha's
story.
story.
No, it's not.
Couldn't be mine.
Last Feb, I visited my best friend Tanya in Barcelona. Both fresh out of messy breakups, we hit the clubs for 4 nights straight. One night we found the DJ cute, both of us. So we shot our shot via the Notes app and handed him the phone. He replied asking to meet after his set. We let him decide who he
This
liked
is how I
more.
know DJs don't actually do anything behind the table.
They don't.
He has time
Yeah,
to do
yeah.
fucking mutter
That's-
machine.
You know, my the most annoying thing about DJs is if I'm telling you to play a song, fucking play the song. Like, you're not better than me.
The thing is, that's an MC. It's selector. It's not a DJ. Am I right? Yeah.
What the fuck? Whatever. If I want Lollipop Lagelu to be played at the club, it must be played at the club. I'm requesting sweetly. Anyway.
How do you make normal words sound so odd? Okay.
We let him decide who he liked more. Never give a DJ so much choice. They had a choice of careers and they have picked DJ. Why would you give a DJ choice?
Natasha. This is your stuff.
We let him decide who he liked more. Wasn't that deep. At 4 a.m., we met him outside. Tanya, who speaks Spanish, realized he thought we wanted
Drugs.
both of us. She cleared it up. She wanted to get to know him. I was down for a one-night stand. He obviously picked me. He took us to the weirdest up. Bro, imagine at 4 a.m. outside a club, you're telling a DJ, I'm looking for something meaningful, and she's looking for a one-night stand. Which one of us do you want? Okay.
Yeah. But you know, DJs are like, it has to be like a Cinderella approach. You don't want to see them after midnight. It's
Yeah.
a different person.
I'm sure.
The part-time DJs are different. Part-time are doing it for passion and hobby, right, Sumer?
Sumer's a DJ. Sumer's a DJ.
I make bank.
Yeah.
Good for you.
Good for you, Sumer.
Good.
I'm not following these behind the backs at all.
Yeah. You're about the craft.
We get it. He took us to the weirdest after party ever inside a shuttered art gallery full of fancy weirdos. We made out, but it was awkward because he wanted to connect. And I was like, dude, I don't even speak Spanish.
This is Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny.
We dipped because we were tired. Later, we found out he had a girlfriend the entire time. Oh. Color me surprised. This DJ.
I swear, I was like, okay, and then
Yeah.
what's the juice of the story? I couldn't figure it out.
Bro, imagine waiting till 4 a.m.
I couldn't.
But you know, fancy weirdos is the best way to describe what happens at influencer events.
That's true.
It's just everyone wearing a cape.
It's funnier to me because it hits so hard.
She knows. Everyone's like, you know, and my main thing is
Yeah.
you're traveling in an Uber only to get there. And if I was the Uber driver, I would be so confused. Like, where is this person going dressed like Dracula?
Bro, once I was going to an event in an Uber and I got trapped in that Uber because this guy started actively hitting on me and I couldn't get out.
Yeah, that's fucked.
And I just had to sit there, wait till I got off at the event. He's like, don't mind me telling you, but you're so beautiful. You're
Oh,
this, you're
God.
that.
I mind.
I mind. I really do mind.
Sorry, I know you told me not to mind. But I have decided.
But influencer events are like it's just like a weird, what is that thing? Microscope into just like human interaction.
It's too funny.
There are no bells or there are no instructions, but everyone knows the drill at an influencer
Yeah.
event. You come in, you freak out about your own outfit, thinking that you don't look good.
You
But-
say hi to the host.
You say hi to the host. You wait for a celebrity to come and be announced as the face of the brand. Then you try to take a picture of the celebrity. Then you stand in a line in front of a mirror, which is the selfie point.
Yeah.
Then you ask the person behind you to hold your camera while you swatch,
Yeah.
and then you leave.
And then you leave.
But first, you have to
Or-
go to the door and say, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
And then they give you a bag.
And you can't
And
leave
then you
without
leave.
the bag.
Yeah.
And this is for ones where you have deliverables.
Yeah.
The ones you don't have deliverables, everyone thinks they're too cool to be there.
Yeah.
But we're all there.
We're all there.
So we're obviously not too cool to be there. And then we take like selfies. And then obviously, even though there are no deliverables, there are still hashtags.
Mhm.
So you have to hashtag something. And then, like, when the celebrity is being announced, you're just like, whatever. Why are we even here? Even though no one forced us to go there.
Yeah.
Like, we're there of
It's
our
a very
own
weird
volition.
thing. Like, content creator or influencer is so much on like social currency that
Yeah.
you almost want to be like, oh, I'm too cool,
Cool.
but you need the currency.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're just, it's part of it.
Yeah.
But you also have to be really nice if someone talks to you, which is the worst part, in my opinion.
My new resolution.
To be nice.
No.
The opposite. Okay. My college friend and I, after our last year exams, got drunk one night and decided to take a bus to Goa. But we were only able to get one bus ticket. Being two tiny girls who had shared a hostel bed made
They put on a trench coat and they stood one on top of each other.
many times. We thought we would fit and manage to bribe the conductor because it was India. How dare you? But in a 2 a.m. bus, you can only expect the most turkey TCs. He didn't buy our story about having an emergency with our family in Goa. Obviously, he could smell the vodka on our breath. But out of nowhere, within a single swipe on his phone, he showed us a picture of cocaine, offering it to us. We said we were uninterested, settled on paying him 1K extra for a ticket, and gave him only 50%, saying we would send him the rest after we reach.
I just want to say, two girls who are splitting a booth in a bus do not have the
money
budget
for cocaine.
No, it's a wrong customer.
And they're also good people that don't do drugs
But they bribe conductors.
and drink vodka. Sick. We reached, managed to run away, and ignored his calls for the next 18 hours that we spent in Goa before we took another bus straight back home.
And then we asked him, I'm looking for something serious. She's looking for a
One night stand. We did nothing but eat a fish thali in Goa, but it's our favorite memory. Damn.
That's
People are
exactly
getting
what
damn
women do in
boring,
Goa.
These days.
After 6 straight cheating stories,
Sorry,
the one
sorry.
fish thali has you.
they play quarter ticket pe paunche, Goa. Respect the hustle.
I do. But I also respect the girls' trip for what it is, which is that you just want to go sit on the beach,
Eat fish thali.
eat fish thali, and just
Come back home.
come back home. Nothing crazy. Even right now, I'm going to Dubai, okay? And I'm going with literally my team. And my mom has given me that call. Don't do anything crazy. It's like we're eating chaat at a Michelin star restaurant. If that's
Oh,
wild.
yeah, Trescent just got 3 Michelin stars.
That's
in
what I'm
Dubai.
saying. I think that's the craziest thing, to spend like 1,500 rupees on Golgappe or Pani Puri.
Yeah. Fuck. Forget everything. I want to give a shout out to only parathas. Like, that day I really wanted a paratha and I don't know where to get a paratha, okay? So I was like, where do I get a paratha? So I checked and only parathas, garlic paneer paratha.
Slaps.
With chole and dal, they have sent it. It was too good. So sorry. I don't know why I felt like it came from my soul. And
It
this
did.
shout out. Yeah. Anyway, moving on.
Not sponsored, huh? Not sponsored. Moving on.
Moving on. But yeah, cute story. I think this one might be
My favorite.
Ria or Natasha.
It's not.
Bro,
It's not, dude.
so which one has been them? Because
It's-
there's only one story left.
So which story was you? Bro,
None of them went to uni. I know my team. But no, we've not read this story only.
Posh is Ria. We're clear on that.
Yeah. Posh. Barcelona also, I don't know
No,
if they've
Natasha and I
been.
traveled together and we had no such conversation with anyone.
I think Ria has been to Barcelona actually, but I don't think her best friend's name is Tanya. I've not seen her on her Instagram stories.
It can be.
She's not going after DJs. Ria likes those finance bros, I'll tell you that much. Yeah, but I don't think Ria is the sharing kind. The Porsche story does. But it's not her story.
It's
a
not her
friend.
story.
Yeah.
It's
possible. And I do think if her friend told her they want to experiment, she'd be like, happy for you, queen.
Yeah.
As she should. But we have one uni story left.
That's Natasha.
Natasha didn't.
That's her fucking tell face, bro. She just went.
I thought you went to college in Bombay.
No, she went to somewhere outside London, which is called
Then it's her story. Okay.
Coventry. It's her story.
At uni,
Yeah.
my friend and I started chatting with these guys on a night out. Can't be Natasha. She doesn't talk to strangers. Complete strangers. No uni IDs, no mutuals, no clue who they were. Naturally, we decided to get into their car at 2 a.m. and drive 2 hours out of the city to a remote house in the middle of nowhere. No cell service. One of our phones was dead, the other barely hanging on. We didn't even tell anyone where we were going. It was giving every red flag ever. But by some miracle, they turned out to be genuinely nice.
That's Natasha.
Got us breakfast in the home, dropped us home safe, no funny business. We were incredibly lucky, but wow, that night could have been a true crime story.
It's you? It's you.
It's Natasha.
You. Of course, it's
Yeah.
Natasha. Natasha has very good luck with people. Like all
Touch
the people
wood.
that come to Natasha's like ether,
Yeah.
they're all very sweet.
I mean, I could have the best luck in the world. I'm not taking this risk. But yeah, cute. Happy you're safe.
We lived in a city that has like the highest crime rate. Somebody got stabbed like in my ring, like
That was a great way to start this story, by the way.
For context, she lived in a very high crime area. Amazing.
Okay, we're playing Coffee with Karan. Specifically, the game. That's how we did it in 2000. Specifically, the game, you have to call someone up and get them to say, hey, Karan, it's me. Or in this case, hey, Sakshi, it's me. Hey, Naina, it's me.
No one answers my calls. Okay. If
The challenge is,
Your first challenge is the boss who hated the most.
Bro, I can't
never
do that
worked
online.
With anyone.
Don't do that.
I don't have a boss. I don't have a boss. This is so unfair. What the fuck? I don't have a boss. I'm calling my old manager. Fuck off. It's not going through.
fuck.
She's not answering.
Can we call a boss we liked?
I never had a boss. This is not fair. Yeah, I'm calling my manager.
Oh, fuck. A manager or anybody
An
you work with.
ex-manager. Well, call that one. Call that manager. Call that manager. No one else counts. Call that manager.
Fuck, no one's picking up. This game sucks.
And they're gonna call back.
Now I'm
going
gonna
to
have a 10-minute small talk conversation.
Shivangi, can you quickly please just say, hi Sakshi, it's me, it's for a video.
Yes, of course. Tell me.
Say, hi Sakshi, it's me, please.
Hi, Sakshi, it's me.
Thank you so much.
Hi.
Have a great day.
Hello.
Bye.
How's
what's
it
up,
going?
mate? Oh, week 2 is just over, so all new and overwhelming, but good. How are you? What's up?
I'm really good. I was actually being challenged right now on a
Yes.
podcast where we have to call a boss that we loved working with.
Oh, God.
So I just need you to say, hey, Naina, it's me.
Okay, when? Tell me when.
Right now. Action.
Hey, Naina, it's me.
Thank
Oh,
you.
then. Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.
I won.
Yeah, you did. But I just wanted to
I
make
know.
contact with my boss.
Just touch base.
I just touch base. We'll circle back.
Okay.
Great game. Okay.
The second one,
Oh, there's more.
like a childhood crush, like preferably like
A
maybe
childhood crush. Fuck.
like brothers best friends, sisters best friends.
I got it.
You're calling Ayush now? I fucking knew it.
Hi. Hello.
Hello.
Ayush, can you just say, hey Sakshi, it's me?
Hey Sakshi, it's me.
Thank you so much. Have a great day.
I need a gift for this.
Yeah. I'll send
So
it
cheap.
over.
Nothing FOC, huh, Ayush?
Bye. Ayush, my mom was Ayush Mehra's tuition teacher, and he used to come home when I was 5, and I think he was 10, and I had a crush on him.
I'm
I'm
lost.
winning.
Yeah, I don't. It's so long ago. I can't remember.
Okay, our last one is an ex-friend that you no longer speak.
I can't do this. I can't
Ah.
do this. But I'm winning, right? I don't have to do this. I can think of like 8 people, unfortunately.
Fuck. I don't want to call. They'll know. We haven't had a breakup text yet. Ex-friend that I would still like in my life. I have too much of an ego to call. Fuck.
An ex-friend is the pits.
Yeah, I swear. Wait, okay, I got one.
I have like 2 people I can call. I'm not going to.
Please pick up. Hi.
Yo, what's up?
Dude, so I'm playing a game which I have to win, which you need to help me with. You
Yeah.
just have to say, hey Naina, it's me.
Oh my god, I got coffee with Karan.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Shut up. That's me.
Thank you. I won, Karan. Thanks so much.
Get out of here.
Bye.
Amazing.
Oh yeah. Of course. Okay, so in school, I had a bunch of girlfriends who they all went in their own directions. This is my friend Sana Virmani, who is the cutest. And she now lives in Delhi, and we don't talk so much anymore. But Sana, if you're watching this,
That doesn't count. How is it a tie?
She won.
What a bitch.
she
got
won.
one.
Yeah, she got first.
Okay, you can do a tie.
No, it's fine.
No, it's fine.
You just want to get your next suggestion take.
Yeah.
After we all chatted, we took some time off. The Porsche story was Ria's.
No. The bus story.
I wish
with
the
fish
Porsche story
thali
was Ria's. And the DJ story
Was Naina.
was not Natasha's, it was the
The uni story.
uni story.
Where we're very happy that she lived to tell the tale.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Now
before we end this episode,
we will play.
popcorn, flopcorn, where
That's-
you say one fun thing and one lame thing that happened to you this week.
Right. The lame thing that happened to me this week was I left my house without checking all the appliances, and my fridge was open for 2 days and all my food rotted.
Yeah. The lame thing that happened to me this week was as I had to leave the house with 4 bags, my lift stopped working. Yeah.
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 The great thing that happened to me this week was that I got a Dyson Pocha.
Oh.
And my house help has gone to Alibag to chill.
Let's go.
So I pocha'd my house.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The great thing that happened to me. Oh, my hairstylist said that my hair fall has stopped.
Woo!
Yeah.
Amazing. It's a great happening.
Great. And on that great note, that was the flopcorn and popcorn, actually, not the great and ungreat note. But on that note, bye.
Bye. Bye. We stopped asking people to subscribe and stuff, right?
Oh, I thought everyone, the whole world had subscribed by
No,
now.
the
That's
whole
my
world
bad.
of 62,000 people.
My world.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys.
Get us to 1 lakh.
2.
Okay. Comment down below if you stayed till here. Comment down below your popcorn and your flopcorn and one gossip that doesn't involve cheating.
Lame. Bye.